What's up, y'all? This is Rational Vids coming back to you today with another video. So if y'all didn't know, the homelessness crisis in America is insane because our capitalist country refuses to provide housing for those people. We refuse to actually be kind to these people. In fact, we try to quote unquote clean up the streets by forcing these people with nowhere else to go to, these sort of shelters where they have curfews and they treat them like, cattle in a pen is what they treat them like. We treat our homeless so terribly. You know what could fix homelessness in this country is by giving people homes to live in. So we all knew Maxine Waters isn't progressive. Maxine Waters is kind of an insufferable piece of shit politician. She's a Democrat, California, probably in LA. I think her district's in LA. And she went on to say she was a bunch of homeless people applying for Section 8 housing confronted her, asking, where are the vouchers? Where can we apply? How can we get Section 8 housing? And this is how she responded to these people.
Another location where they're taking apps. Is there any more locations than this one? There might have been so many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And we don't got no home. That's why we here.
I want everybody to go home. Maxine, they're fucking homeless. They have nowhere to go. You know where their home is? It's under the nearest bridge. If that's their home. And in which case, if they're not cleared off the streets by a bunch of fascist cops in the first place. They don't have a home. Their nearest home... Let's watch that again.
Another location where they're taking apps. Is there any more locations than this one? There might have been so many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And we don't got no home. That's why we here. Miss Waters, come home, we gonna go too. Just a moment.
Oh, and the way she smiles after. She finds that amusing. She finds desperate people with nowhere to go amusing. She has a home. She has millions of dollars. And you know she's not going to get voted out because California voters, especially, California voters, they're going to keep voting her in just because she's on their team. Imagine if Trump had something like that. Imagine people would be screaming on the news all the time about that. But since it's Maxine Waters saying it, therefore it's okay. She's on the D team. She's on Biden's team, therefore it's fine when she says it. Absolutely sociopathic bitch.
Nothing is going to happen anymore today.
Nothing is going to fundamentally change in this country. Homeless people, go fuck yourselves. You're not getting housing. Section 8 housing. No more vouchers. No more vouchers. Go back home. Go back on the streets and sleep. At least do them a favor of giving out free cardboard boxes, Maxine. Seriously.
What we gonna? Well, that's what. That's why I'm here, and so I will be downtown with Lassa. I will get the housing authority. That's why they came out here today. I made them come out here, and I'm gonna go.
And you need to know why they're failing, because Blanca Jimenez repeated. We gave her several meeting requests for you concerning this in Lassa for years.
And now they're sitting here. There's nobody in Washington who works for their people in a harder than I do.
Oh my God. Isn't this the same politician that said you need to confront politicians in the streets? I'm glad her constituents are taking her advice on that, by the way.
I believe
I
you.
don't want to hear that.
I believe you. So can we finish though? Work with me.
No.
Work with me so we can house people. That's what I'm doing.
I do every day.
What you do every day? I'm still on the damn
The
street.
money that you got
She's sending
as a
you
source
to pass it out.
in Washington, D.C. I will
What we do, we
continue to work.
celebrate
I will
what's
get
happening. I'm not trying to solve the issue.
She tells them to go home again. 2 times in a row. You know Maxine Waters wasn't progressive. You know she was a sociopathic politician. And she's, I mean, I don't want to say racist, but she's low-key. Okay, she is low-key racist. And I don't mean racist just towards white people. She's just hostile towards everyone. She makes impassioned speeches pretending to be, you know, this radical revolutionary, and when in fact she's on the same fucking corporate team as Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. It's all the goddamn same team. And here she is telling people with nowhere to go home, even though they don't have a home. You know, she's out there with these people, and she could have said something a bit more impassionate. She could have said, "Oh, we'll find a way." At least she could have, she could have lied to her constituents further, but she's already lying to them. These people have nowhere to go. They are starving. They're desperate. They don't have housing. They're living on the streets because California's housing prices are fucking insane because neoliberal politicians control that state now. Big tech is raising the housing prices and housing values in every city in America, whether it be Seattle, San Francisco, or the place where I live, Austin, or you think people can afford housing these days, Maxine? And here you're telling people who are still living on the streets to go home while you can literally go home to your mansion with your millions of dollars. Fuck you, Maxine. Fuck you.
Another location where they're taking abs. Is there any more locations than this one?
There's so many people out here. 1 minute. I want everybody to go home.
And that was the whole video. I thought she said it 3rd time in a row, but it looks like it just repeated. Absolutely shameless. This is the Democrats. This is this is the Democratic Party unveiled. Mask off. They work for the same machine as the Republicans. You already knew that. You already know the two-party duopoly funds capitalism and keeps late-stage capitalism alive. This is what late-stage capitalism looks like, Maxine. I can't even afford rent these days, but these people have literally nowhere to go. I'm better off than them. Just imagine that. I don't know when the revolution is going to start, guys. But with the new success with Amazon's labor union drive in New York City, with Christian Smalls, with Jimmy Dore, people like Jimmy Dore, with people like Sabby Sabs and Revolutionary Black Hat Network, with people like Jackson Hinkle and Frank Analysis and Status Quo. These are the people who will be on the ground really helping people. Not people in the media, not Biden, not Maxine Waters, especially not Maxine Waters now, not AOC, not even AOC or the progressives will help people. The elite controls everything in this country. And for Maxine, who's in a high position of power, to just go down and tell these people that I can't help you, go home, even though they have no home, it just really shows her true character. And it's sickening. That's it for today. Like and subscribe if you want to watch more.